Hey guys, good morning again. I hope that you're okay. I hope that you are having fun and enjoying your time. Today we are going to continue reading our Mr. Lemoncello chapter 11. Um, Remember that we're taking important facts and we're practicing how to take these important facts by yourself, because in your exam you're going to have one section of the exam that it's you reading a chapter of the exam and then you extracting that information. So you're going to need your book for exam. So if you don't have it, it's in the platform, download it. So you're gonna have to you're gonna have to go to the chapter that I'm gonna send you in the exam. In the exam, not today and not tomorrow. In the exam, and you're gonna have to read those chapters, and you're gonna have to do what we have been doing for your classwork. You're gonna write in there from page number something, and then in your own words, write what you are understanding from those parts. Remember, this is about the information that you are taking from a lot of information to something. If the information is too small, then you're not going to get all the points. If you are using too many words from the book and you're not translating it with your own words into the paper, you don't have all the points. If you are not using the book as a reference to put the information in your notebook, you're not going to have all the points. And if you copy directly from the book, you're not going to have all the points. You have to be able to write information in your own words. So today we are going to practice that. I am not going to give you the important facts. We are going to discuss, but you're going to have to write it with your own words. And I'm going to tell you how many important facts I want from today, okay? So we are going to read chapter 11 today. We are in page 48, and we are going to write, today is Wednesday, December. Merry Christmas, December the 2nd, 2020. Okay, write the date. Remember that these are the ones that you're gonna write alone. So I'm gonna write how many. How many important facts you are going to write, okay? Whew. So from Wednesday, let's see. Okay, so it says in here that today we are going to write 48, 49, 50, and 51. From Wednesday, important facts. Okay, let's see how many that we're gonna do today. Chapter 11, page 48. Eager to see what was inside the new library, the 12 essay contest winners quickly gathered behind Dr. Sinchenko. This way, children, said the head librarian. Follow me. The crowd cheered as they marched out of the ballroom, all toting their sleeping bags and suitcases. I'm sorry, it's cold and my allergies get crazy. There was more cheering, plus some hooting and hollering, when they reached the hotel lobby and went out the revolting doors into the street. The new public library, with its glistening gold dome, took up half of town block. It was back-butting up against an old-fashioned office tower. The building was a boxy fortress, 3 stories tall, with stately columns that acted like bookends, because the windowless wall had been painted to resemble a row of giant books lined up on a shelf. Oh, the window walls had been painted to resemble a row of giant books lined up on a shelf. So it's very nice. They painted the building to look like this, to look like books on a line. The lines on the building made it look like they were gigantic books. That's really pretty. It's like a majestic Greek temple, gosh, Miguel. And the world's biggest bookcase, added Sierra Russell, who had finally put away her paperback. Velvet ropes lined in a path across Main Street that led to a red carpet leading up to a flight of steps to the arched entryway, and seriously still, not to mention round front door. So we are going to write in there from page 49 from page 49, we can write one specific thing. We can write in there the description of the library. We can say in there, when they left the party, they saw the building that looked like ginormous or gigantic books, and they were impressed. Or you can just write in there, they looked at the library, and the library looked like giant books. Okay? That's it from page. So one important fact. Okay. Page 49. Kyle had to smile when he saw what was tethered to the railings on either side of the steps. Balloons. A big bruiser, maybe 6'4", 250 pounds, in sunglasses and black sports coat, stood in front of the library's circular door, which had several large valve wheels like you've seen on a submarine hatch. The burly guard wore his hair in a long, ropey dreadlocks. "What's with that door?" asked Haley Daly, who, of course, had pushed her way to the front. "It looks like it came from a bank vault or something." "It is the door from the old Gold Leaf's Bank walk-in vault," said Dr. Sinchenko. "It weighs 20 tons. Akimi turned around and whispered, "My dad designed the support structure for that thing. Check out the hinges." Kyle nodded. He was impressed. "Why a vault door?" asked Kayla Corson. "Because," said Dr. Sinchenko, "one sleepy Saturday when Mr. Lemoncello was your age, he was working in the old public library over on Marker Street. He was so lost on his thoughts, he did not hear the sirens as police cars raced past the library to the bank, where a burglar alarm had just been activated. This door serves as a reminder to us all. Our thoughts are safe when they're inside a library. Not even a bank robbery can disturb them." Miguel was nodding like crazy. He could relate. "It also helped keep our most valuable treasures secure." "There aren't any windows," observed Andrew Peckelman. "Probably to stop bank robbers from busting in. But shouldn't you people have added windows when you turn it into a library?" "A library doesn't need windows, Andrew. We have books, which are windows into worlds we never even dreamed possible." "An open book is an open mind," added Charles Chiltington. "That's what I always say." Dr. Sinchenko pulled a bright red note card. "Before we enter, please listen very carefully. Your library cards are the keys to everything you will need," she read. "The library staff is here to help you find whatever it is you are looking for." So we are going to write from page 49 another fact. We can write in there, the door of the library, it was like a vault. I don't know if you ever seen a vault. I'm gonna draw it in here. The door of the library was a big vault. The door, well, I don't know if you've seen in movies, but in movies they have big vaults where people go. Where people go, and they have to turn these hinges around because they're very big. They have to turn them around, and they circle around, and a big, ginormous, very heavy door opens. That usually is a door for a bank, but they kept that door of the bank and they use it for the library because they said that Mr. Lemoncello had an experience with a bank robbery when he was little. But back to the important fact. From page 49, the door of the library was a bank vault, B-A-U-L-T, vault door. And the library had no windows, okay? And the library cards opened the doors in the library. and the library cards open the doors in the library. So far, we have done two important facts that are very short for one page. So this is what I need you to do in your exam, okay? To read and to summarize something, the whole page, into one fact, okay? Let's continue. Page 50. She smiled slightly, took the card back into her pocket, turned to the security guard and said, "Clarence, will you do the honors?" "With pleasure, Dr. Z." Clarence turned one giant wheel, spun another, and cranked a third. Noiselessly, the 20 doors swung open. That vault door, that ginormous vault door that I draw for you, they were opening. Clarence was opening the vault door so everybody could enter. The first thing Kyle could see inside was a trickling fountain in a grand foyer of brilliant white marble. The fountain featured a life-size statue of Mr. Lemoncello standing on a lily pad in the middle of a shallow reflecting pool 10 feet wide. His head was tilted back so water could spurt up from his mouth in an arc. Kyle noticed quoted chisel into the statue's pedestal. "Knowledge not shared remains unknown. Luigi L. Lemoncello." Beyond the fountain, through an arched walkway, was a huge room filled with desks. When everybody had shuffled into the entrance hall, Dr. Sinchenko turned to the security guard. "Clarence?" Clarence held the heavy steel door shut. Kyle heard the whir of spinning wheels, the clink of grinding gears, and a reverberating clunk. "Wow," said Miguel. "Talk about a lock-in." "I'll be in the control center, Dr. C," said the security guard. "Very well, Clarence." Clarence disappeared behind the red door. "Now then, children," said the librarian, "if you will all follow me into the rotunda reading room." As the rest of the group started filing into the gigantic circular room, Kyle Kyle checked out a display case beside the red door. A sign that over read, "Staff picks or most memorable reads." A dozen books were lined up in 4 shelves. One cover in the middle of the bottom row caught Kyle's eye. It showed a football player wearing a number 19 jersey. Okay, so before we continue, from page 50, that's going to be our third important fact. So from page 50, we can say that they entered the library and there was a fountain inside and desks. That's what we can say. Not something very big. They entered the library and they found a fountain, a water fountain, and desks. Let's continue. Page 51. Dropping back to hurl a pass, Kyle made a mental note of the title. In the pocket, "Johnny Unitas and Me." Tomorrow morning, when the locking was over, he might use his library card to check it out for his big brother Mike. So he found a football, kind of like a football book. Wow! Everybody gasped as they stepped into the rotunda reading room and looked up. The entire underside of the dome looked like a space, as seen from the Hubble telescope. Remember that they made like a dome in the ceiling, so what they could see wasn't outside, but they were like TVs that they were all lined up to make it look different images, so they could see the space or images from the sun or different stuff. So right now what they're seeing is the universe. Oh, yeah. A dusty spiral nebula billowed up, a galaxy of stars twinkled, and meteorites whizzed across the ceiling. Oh. The space imagery on the ceiling dissolved into 10 distinct panels, each one becoming a display of swirling graphics. Those are the 10 categories of the Dewey Decimal System, whispered Miguel. Sounding awestruck, "See the panel with Cleopatra, The guy mountain climbing and the Viking ship sailing across it. That's for 900 to 999 history and geographic. So what they're looking in the sky was different images for the categories of the books that they were in the library. Cool, said Kyle. Tucked beneath the 10 screens in arch niche were incredible TV statues glowing a ghostly green. I believe those are holographic projections, said Andrew Peckelman, waving up a statue that was waving down at him. So the statues in there, I don't know if you've seen a statue, but statues in places, they're usually still. But in this case, the statues inside the library were holographic, so they wave at you. They could see you and you could wave at them. They were like doing this to them. The room under the dome was huge. It was circular with a round desk at the center that was surrounded by 4 rings of reading desks. Kyle saw that half of the rotunda was filled with floor-to-ceiling bookshelves. The other half had balconies on the second and third floors that reminded him of the open atrium of a hotel he and his family had stayed once. While everybody was gawking at the architecture, Dr. Sinchenko said the words Kyle had been waiting to hear all day. Now then, who's ready for their first game? So, number 4. So you're gonna send me 4 important facts we have found so far for these pages. So from page 51, we are going to write the description of the inside of the reading rotunda. Go to your book so you can know the correct names for the things. So you can write in there, the reading rotunda, Jesus, my God. The reading rotunda had a space ceiling or TV ceiling or a dome with different projections. And the statues inside the reading rotunda were holographic, or you can write, or the statues in the reading rotunda could move and could wave at you and could wave hi to you. And then the game begins because Miss Dr. Sinchenko told them that the game is about to start. So you can write in there for page 51 the description of the inside of the rotunda. You can write in there, the rotunda had a dome ceiling with projections of the space, and the statues in the reading rotunda were holographic, so they could move. You can go to your book in page 51 to see how to write holographic. And they were getting ready to start the game. So far, the four important facts are kind of short, but I don't mean short, one sentence. You should be descriptive because remember, we're summarizing one page, okay? So you need to be able to summarize those. Remember that we're going to do the same thing that we just did today. You're going to do it in the exam by yourself. So you have to be able to read, summarize one page in one fact, and send it, because in the exam we are going to do exactly the same, okay? So I hope that you are okay. I hope that you are having fun. I hope that you are taking your notes, and you're going to have to send them tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Friday. And I'm sending you a lot of hugs. I hope that you enjoy it, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys. Remember, these things, I forgot to tell you, these things are written with a pen in cursive. Pen in cursive. If you didn't do it in pen in cursive, no problem. Rewrite them again. That's gonna help you practice. But I need them in pen with cursive. Pen with cursive. I said it on Monday, I said it on Tuesday, and I'm saying it again. Pen and cursive to this. And remember that every time that you send the classwork, the cover should be different. Not the cover that says second quarter, but the cover of the personal information of yourself, like this. See, that says, instead of Universidad Pedagógica, that says Liquidambar School, reading class, second quarter, teacher Mr. Santos, student Valerie Garcia. You don't have number ID, Valle de Ángeles or El Cerro or whichever, and you can make a small decoration, okay? Or a big or a picture. Most of you send them correctly, but there's a ton of you that don't. So please catch up on those. I hope that you enjoy the time. You have the rest of the 20 minutes to rewrite those important facts in cursive with a pen. And I'll see you later. Bye, guys.